silent green revolution in the Sahel. Burkina Faso, a landlocked West African nation often described as the beating heart of the Sahel, has long been painted by international media in tones of crisis conflict. Drought, food insecurity, displacement. But beneath these layers of hardship, something extraordinary is happening. A story the world isn't telling. A silent agricultural revolution. For the first time in decades, Burkina Faso is producing food at levels that not only feed its people, but hint at the possibility of true sovereignty. This is not just farming, it's nation building. Resilience and defiance against the odds. Record harvests and a turning tide. In the 2024-2025 agricultural season, Burkina Faso achieved a stunning 6,077,000 tons of cereal production. That's an 18.07% jump from the previous year, and more than 21% above the 5-year average. For a country often portrayed as one of the hungriest in the world, this is nothing short of revolutionary. Think about it. In a world shaken by global food inflation, supply chain breakdowns, and dependence on imports, Burkina Faso is pulling off something countries with far bigger budgets failed to achieve, producing enough to cover domestic demand and even hint at surpluses. This record harvest is not just a statistic. It's a lifeline for over 22 million people. It means fewer families going to bed hungry. It means hope planted in the soil. Seeds of support. Government action in motion. Behind every harvest are farmers. And behind farmers' policies, the government launched an aggressive campaign for the 2025-2026 season, distributing over 10,000 tons of fertilizer and nearly 3,000 tons of seeds. This isn't charity, it's strategy. By empowering farmers with inputs, Burkina Faso is investing directly in its people. Tractors, motor pumps, and other machinery worth more than 104 billion CFA francs, $179 million USD, have been pushed into the agricultural system. This infusion of resources signals a state that understands food is not just survival, it is power. Control your food, and you control your destiny. Irrigation, storage, and infrastructure. Building resilience. Agriculture in the Sahel has always danced with the rhythm of rain. But in the age of climate change, rain is unreliable, unpredictable, and unforgiving. Burkina Faso is tackling this head-on with investments through the West Africa Food System Resilience Program, PRSABF, injecting nearly $24 million USD into irrigation, lowland development, and storage. This isn't just about growing more. It's about protecting harvests. Too often, African farmers watch as their hard work rots away in poor storage facilities or gets eaten by pests before reaching markets. By building storage infrastructure and modernizing irrigation, Burkina Faso is insulating its food system from climate shocks and post-harvest losses. Cashews and mangoes. The value-added revolution. Burkina Faso isn't stopping at cereal. In Pani, a brand new cashew processing plant worth $11.5 million USD is rising. Once operational, it will process 5,000 tons annually into products like juice and vinegar, creating jobs, boosting exports, and ensuring value doesn't get lost overseas. Meanwhile, a bold plan is underway to renew aging mango orchards. Nearly 400,000 mango seedlings have been distributed between June and August 2025. Imagine it. Burkina Faso, known for its sweet mangoes, refreshing its orchards and aiming to expand its export footprint across Africa, Europe, and Asia. These aren't just crops, they re-passports into global markets. They re-proof that African countries can export value-added products, not just raw commodities. Livestock and food sovereignty. Food sovereignty isn't just about grains and fruits, it's also about protein. Millions of poultry, goats, sheep, and cattle have been vaccinated in one of the country's largest campaigns ever. This matters because diseases can wipe out entire herds, devastating families who depend on livestock not just for food but for wealth, status, and survival. By strengthening veterinary measures, Burkina Faso is protecting rural livelihoods and laying the foundation for sustainable livestock production. Food sovereignty is not a dream. It is being built step by step, campaign by campaigns. The storm clouds, challenges ahead. But let us not romanticize this revolution. Burkina Faso's agricultural miracle faces real threats. Climate change could slash output by 3.7% under moderate shocks and up to 8% under severe ones. Crops like rice, sorghum, and cotton are particularly vulnerable. Rainfall is becoming erratic. Desertification is eating away at fertile land. Then there's security. Insurgencies and terrorist groups displace farmers, forcing families to flee and leaving fields untilled. The East African press has documented how vast tracts of farmland are being abandoned. Displacement also strains land in safer regions, creating tensions over limited resources. On top of that, storage and logistics remain weak. Even with big harvests, if food can't reach markets in time, people still go hungry. And despite growth, more than 3.5 million people remain food insecure. Forecasts of hope. What the future holds. Yet, forecasts aren't all doom. With favorable weather, grain production could continue growing at 18% annually in the near term, potentially allowing Burkina Faso not just to feed itself, but to become a regional supplier.